Glorious day to you, my friends. Yakanata ka atari shahata. Welcome to being day number 2. They're going to change it up. Blissful existence, illuminating your natural grace. Isakata ta'arahataka. We're going to do it by becoming empty. Niara sahikotoro. And igniting. Niara sahikotoro utadata sihita. Sihe katakariata asa iko uchoto uruhutukuresha shiarata. Where for 144 days we're going to be chanting using the Mala of Joy, the Mala of Ascension, Niaryacha Akatutu Rahasata for the first 55 days. The Mala of Joy section, the first 108 seeds of the Mala of Ascension. It's focused on the physical. We're going to be chanting Om Mani Padme Hum. Then we're going to take a short little couple of breaths, switch up the chant, and for the first 55 days, the second chant, the Ascension chant, will be Om Ahung Niarasha Akaturu Utukurutu, where Om represents the wisdom, the hariyata anandata, this niyaraso ukuruta, this vijnana, niyaryacha ataro urkuto, this higher knowledge, niyaraso huturuto, about the primordial essence of this matrix, of your inner being, niyarasa hakatukuru utur ashkayaratata. So those are 36 markers, because we're not really going to, there aren't really seeds or beads that we're technically counting. But 108 and 36 makes up 144. We're going to be doing this for 144 days. We're going to be using the Fibonacci sequence. That's why the first 55 days. And then the next segment will be for 34 days. All balanced on over the winter solstice during this darkest part of the year in the northern hemisphere. And as we start off, we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us all, in every way and everywhere and every when. And we set our intention, and we ask the holy fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all. We're setting our intention to do this. We're asking our inner being to only interact with this non-egoic consciousnesses, ideas, wisdom to come in, where it's not judgmental. So we can live more blissfully, where we can live without judging ourselves or judging others. Live a more fulfilling life and to create more expectantly. It's day number 2. So with this Mala of Ascension, or the Mala of Joy portion, we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12. And in the Mala of Ascension, those last 3, we're breaking that up into 3 groups of 12. So we have 12 groups of 12. And we break up the 12 seeds or markers into 4 groups of 3, modeled after Sama Vritti Pranayama. And since we're dealing with the Fibonacci sequence and the golden spiral, and we're spiraling up the great pyramid to the edge of the matrix, poking our head through the hub of the dharma chakra, and we're going to view reality through the eyes of the Eye of Providence, so we can have a divine perspective on this reality, our life, the cosmic way. With no goal. These are all just themes that we're exploring. They're just ideas. Isahaka tuturu urshaha. Iskanana itakatata. Maybe today the video title is going to be The Kiss Method. Keep it spiritually simple. I'm just talking. I'm sharing ideas out of my head that I resonate with. It's up to you whether you resonate with them. I like to keep it simple because this universe is simple if you allow it to be. We tend to overcomplicate things. We have this analytical mind. We like to judge things. We like to disguise it as discernment. Anyway, with the Mala and Samavriti Pranayama, Sama, same, Vritti, ways, modality, it's box breath, where we breathe in for a count of 4 or 3 seeds, and we hold our breath for a count of 3, whatever, and we then breathe out. We're radiating outwards without any effort for a count of 3, and for the last 3 seeds in the mala, in this section, for this chakra, we hold our breath with an empty set of lungs, where we're just harmonizing the energies of this idea. They're words. Not that we have to focus on each of the chakras. So these 9 chakras in our physical body, in our Merkaba. At the bottom of our Merkaba, we have Vasundhara, the Earth Star chakra, which is everything that's physical, that comes from the earth. Vasundhara means earth. Then we move up to Muladhara, the root chakra, our root support, Muladhara. It's our foundation, our safety. It's blocked by fear. The seed, the Bij mantra is Lam. Then we move up to Svadhisthana, our sacral chakra, our feminine chakra, the water chakra, deals with our emotions, and and it's blocked by guilt. Then we move up to Muladhara, Manipura, the jewel city, the solar plexus chakra. And this deals with our will, our willpower, our light, our fire, our ability to create, our desire to create. But it works well with Svadhisthana, the water chakra, our essence, where the self is established. And this is blocked by shame. I am bad. I feel bad. I am bad. They're all judgment. So there's a light side and a shadow side of each of the chakras, and whether you believe in the chakras or we're just talking about, these are ideas of who we are and ideas of evolving our consciousness up to the higher thought forms. Then we get to the heart center, Anahata, the heart chakra. Vam is the Bij mantra for the solar plexus, or the sacral chakra. Vam, Ram, is the Bij mantra of Manipura. The Bij mantra for Anahata is Yam, and this deals with love, but it's also our heart-mind, and it's blocked by grief. Then we have Vishuddha, the throat chakra, our speech, our sound. It's the sound chakra, and it deals with truth, and is blocked by lies, especially the lies we tell ourselves. We're all human. Then we move up to Anya, or Agnya, the third eye chakra. Bij mantra is Hum, and the Bij mantra up here for Anya is Om, This is intuition, or our reflection, where we see things that these eyes don't see, where we engage in our intuition, the sight, the wisdom, and this is blocked by illusion. And the biggest illusion is separation, that we are an island unto ourselves, that we're not connected to everyone else and everything else, and we're not unified with God or the highest source of consciousness, or the holy fire, the divine light, the divine flow, however you want to call it. Sahasrara, the crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus, and this is blocked by attachment. I like to call it adornment, because when we start to first perceive things, our mind likes to change it, okay? Likes to decorate it to be something other than what it already is. And then at the top of our Merkaba, and the Bij mantra is Om. And we have Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere. And when we're sitting in our lotus of our being, then we're open to everything that is out there. We can be open to it. Iskahasi hutoro kaya arsahananiryototo. So to me, the Bij mantra up here is Aying with the NG instead, and the Bij mantra down here in Vasundhara is Ayim with an M. This is what they're giving me, because when we do an M sound at the end, we're internalizing it, and it resonates in the chest and in the stomach area, the abdomen. And when we do the ending as NG, aying, it's resonating in the sinus cavity and in the head, so it's more upward. That's it. There's no right or wrong. Try not to think of this as right or wrong. Just little ideas. And then we have, they're not really chakras, but they're 3 ideas that are both inside the matrix and outside the matrix. These ideas of Rita, Vikara, and Shrishti, or the divine feminine, divine masculine, and then the union of both of them. Or thought, reflection, and unification. And with this unification, all these things we allow to happen. We don't focus on it happening. We don't try to make it happen. We do cause the change. But during this series, I would like to suspend our belief system, suspend what we think we know, and allow our inner being, the holy fire, and the divine universe, the cosmic order, the divine action, divine order, divine action, and the divine creation to teach us, to show us, to reveal to us, possibly, without setting any goals. We'll just see what we find out by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, by breathing, then taking a couple more breaths, and then chanting Om Ahung Niarashahe Kutura Takanaya Sahatita Shihukutora Taka. And then afterwards journaling. I went a little long yesterday, but they're going long now, but hey. With the chakras, we also have the koshas, Neorutukur, and they kind of map to the chakras. So Vasundhara and the Annamaya kosha, the Anna food, Maya kosha. The kosha is a sheath or a layer or a piece of clothing that we put on. Because when we were up in pure consciousness, we put on these clothes. We put on the clothes of higher knowledge, of the Vijnana Maya Kosha, on top of our blissful inner being. And we put on this knowledge, this thought process of who we are, and then we put on another cloak. We put on a cloak for the Manomaya Kosha, where we're analytically thinking. We're thinking with our mind. Where we had this division of people, of souls, of individual souls. And then individual lives inside a soul, all put on with our analytical thinking, because we're only thinking about our own, this one life, when we're stuck in our Manomaya Kosha. Then in the lower three chakras, we're dealing with the Pranamaya Kosha, the breath, where we decided to put on another cloak and another piece of clothing where the breath is key to us living in this physicality. And when we dove into this matrix and we incarnated, this is when we put on this sheath, this cloak of this meat suit. And then the Annamaya Kosha, where we're getting our nourishment. We're getting our nourishment from the physical, all the food that comes from Mother Earth, all the water that comes from Mother Earth, the air that we breathe. This is a part of Mother Earth. And in this series, and in the first 55 days, the challenges or the invite, water is life, my friends. The challenge is, where do we get our nourishment? Can we learn to get nourishment from our inner being? Can we learn to get nourishment from this higher knowledge, this non-egoic knowledge? Can we learn to get nourishment from spirit? Can we learn to get nourishment from the holy fire? Can we learn to get nourishment from the highest source of consciousness? In Aquarian Fire, the very first level, we ask everyone taking the class to suspend their beliefs, to set aside what they know as their guide. Because when people come to Aquarian Fire, normally they already have a set of guides that they're listening to. They're tapped into their intuition, and we want to encourage establishing a relationship with the holy fire and this highest source of consciousness. And we can't necessarily do it while listening to all the other voices or pieces of information coming into our head, whether or not it's egoic or not. But once we establish our relationship with the holy fire and we learn to rely on it, and we know that we're getting non-egoic energy and non-egoic information, then we invite our guides to come back in. But you're coming through the holy fire this time. Which is the true essence of our inner being. It's the true essence of everything in this matrix, this physicality. And it's the true essence of the highest source of consciousness. So why wouldn't we? I'm going to call it the holy fire. You can call it consciousness. Every once in a while, I'm going to call it God. And if you're triggered by the G word, or if you're dealing with being frustrated by your beliefs in God or higher consciousness or angels or your guides, I invite you to keep it spiritually simple. Instead of all these ideas that come in, this is one reason why we ask the holy fire to establish our relationship with it. The second thing is that if we keep the concept simple, okay? Like, if we think of God as all accepting, and the holy fire and the highest source of consciousness, and it has no judgment, then wow. And if any information comes through that we feel judgment, whether it comes from our own mind or it comes through our third eye, that this information is here, that's egoic as far as I'm concerned, because my idea of God and my idea of the holy fire is that it is all accepting. It is non-egoic. It supports my free will and my decision. And it's always going to be there. And even if I have these ideas that God is judgmental, the holy fire and our true angels are still there, loving us, supporting us. Because what we give out to the universe is what we get back. And they understand this. And they're cheering us on, knowing that we're 100% successful. It's our ideas of what is success, it's up here, that defines us getting frustrated with our manifestations or whether we're blissful in it, because we're applying a judgment to it. So let's not judge anymore. Know that you're successful. And invite in the energies that is all accepting. Invite in the ideas that there is no judgment. That doesn't mean you can't decide what you wish to create. Just know that your vibration is the main focus. And all these ideas that are coming through our head, and when we state our intentions, it's being modulated over our internal vibration. Because if we're really depressed and we're angry and we set our intention, well, yeah, the universe heard you, but it also heard our heart. It also heard our hurt chakras. These ideas of, it's going to listen to the shadow side as well as the high vibrational side, which is why we want to get into alignment, so we can balance out each of the energies, so we can listen to our inner being, and spirit, because our inner being is a part of spirit, and then in the ultimate reality up there, in the highest source of consciousness, where the one is the all and the all is the one. Well, apparently we're not talking about the Bhagavad Gita today. Maybe tomorrow. We got 55 days to explore the Annamaya Kosha, where we're getting our nourishment. And as we spiral up, what is this physicality? As we unclasp aparigraha, as we unclasp this idea of the physical and the limitations of the physical, as we embrace the idea that we can be nourished, that our soul can be nourished from spirit, from the holy fire, from benevolence, from acceptance, from love, Sihikuturu, from our internal bliss, from the bliss that is naturally out there. Harakuturu usanhaka awashahi kuturata. Okay. So I invite you to close your eyes. Nifukuturu urahanahaka titiratata. And whether you sit in seated meditation like I am, or you lie down, niroto urotokara, I invite you to relax. And let us focus our awareness on our breath, keeping it simple. As we slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out. As we breathe in, relaxing. And we breathe out, releasing. As we feel how it feels to breathe in. And feel how it feels to breathe out. as we listen to the sound of our in-breath. And we listen to the sound of our out-breath. As we feel the air filling up our lungs. As we feel the air exiting our lungs. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. In every breath that we take with intention, fans the flames of our holy fire, and increases the bright light of who we are. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us, in every way, and everywhere, and every when. And again, we ask the holy fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good, that comes from the highest source of consciousness. It comes in with no ego and no judgment. And the highest good of all, Isa atakahati yarata. And let us start the divine flow if you have not done so already. Let us take this energy from our heart center. And let us move it up through the chakras. Sihokotoro unata arhatikiriarata, up through Vishuddha, Niarosho Kotora, and up through Anya, through Sahasvara, through Vyapini, Niaryashohotorio Rotoko, up through all of the realms of this physicality, Niaryashohotoro Tokotokoria Takura, and then going through Rita, Niarashahaturo, through Kisohotoro Urkananata Karati Hitkariarta Vikara Niarotokoro, and through Shristi Niarata Atashia Atakuryo Toto, and entering Niaryachokutoro Takariata into the highest source of consciousness. And the last three ideas, Rita, Vikara, and Niarasohotoro Shristi, are a part of this highest source of consciousness, where there is no ego, where there is no judgment, where it always respects free will, and where the power is unlimited. Let us bring back more pure holy fire through Shristi, through the ideas of Vikara, through the ideas of Rita, divine order, divine action, and divine creation. Now down into this matrix, down through the realms, purifying everything in this matrix, and coming through Vyapini, purifying it. Through Sahasvara, purifying it. Through Anya, purifying it. Through Vishuddha, purifying it. And back into Anahata, our heart center. Thoroughly mixing this energy and purifying this chakra. And And let us bring it down and move it down through the lower chakras, purifying each of them and grounding this effectively. Moving it down through Mani Padme, purifying it. Down through Svadhisthana, purifying it. Down through Muladhara, purifying it. Down through Vasundhara, purifying it. And then growing roots down into Mother Earth. Down, down, down. Wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia, Niarasa Hakatugurutu, giving her a great big hug, thanking her for hosting this 3D reality, and bringing back her grounded love, up through the root system, through Vasundhara, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Mani Padme, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Thoroughly mixing this energy, grounded and purified love. And now on the out breath, with intention, let us push this purified energy out from our heart center, out from our physical bodies, out of our auric field, and out into every aspect of our awareness, in every way, in everywhere, and everywhen. Permeating time and space. And the process for this, for the first 108, we'll start off with one Aum. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times. And the Koshi chime will let us know when we're on the last one. And then we'll take a breath. We will close out with, we will transition with one Aum. Take a few more breaths. Gentle reminder that the chant will change to Om Ma Hung. And we'll start off the next section with one Aing. Then chant Om Ma Hung slowly, like Om Ah Hung. And after 36 chants, the Koshi chime will let us know when we're on the last one. And we'll close out with one Aing. And then I'll encourage you to journal. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. And a breath in to chant. Om Yadyara Sikatutur Ushanahatuta Arhaka Asiharata Niaryarahaka Asahakotoro Ura Kisahanata Adidi Atahatara Arkanahasisa Uchohotoro Kucha Anata Atarahisa Ishaka Ati Nitiaryaraka Asukuturunaha Achahatitaha Atuhurutu Urutahaya Kisahkanata Ari Itor Urkanahasisira Ishahata Iso Kutura Anawa Ichahatata Atakiaryara Sisa hanata atuto rohashakuta. Isha hatari aranahakai. Isohukuturu utanana. Isha hatata atakahi. Hasha ayaka asuto uruto ata. Kaihakanahatati. Ashuhuturu onohokota. Hasa akatitiri ariaratagana. Isha kuturu utunono. Ashkahatita karata. Isha hutkona naharawasa. Atatar arknahasasiri. Kisa hakanata arhatakitidara. Isha hanata katitahara. Kasa katitaharata. Katutoroto atuta. Isha hanata kata. Utoroto horisha. Nitiare arataka. Hutoro ukanahata karatita. Hutara harasana. Atoro hokotoro hasa. Kichari arana hakatita rahatakita. Isahanaka achiara hatahata. Kochohoroto urasana hayara. Aturo hokotoro urshana haturo. Itata atara arkanahatita. Isha hakatatita karata hetora. Katakararata ninarata heta. Katu urna. Chichi ariarata kanahatita. Hutoto urotakai. Nisa hakatiri ariarataha. Kocho hurutu uturo. Haturo urkanahatakara. Icho tuturo hakera. Kitakaranata katita hata. Kishohutoro unanakotoro. Ichahatata arhatakahitara. Kitata arhatakitakara. Nisahanata karate hitoro toro. Kichatar harana hakita. Katuhotoro unohotokoro hasaya. Hasa akatata anata kiarata. Isha haya atata hanata kitara. Kasha hanari ariara. Ashahatakari hita. Kosho hukotoro unatukuro. Itahatara arakahanayara. Iso hukotoro. Shiaka atara rakanahatita. Kitotoro ukutora harshihisa. Hasa akahashiara. Nihokotoro. Kachihariara takana. Hutoro ukutakarawatatare. Shihaka ara haraka hasana. Kotoro hukotoro no hotoro. Shiha a takarata atita. Arkanaha sesire. Hishuko horoto otoro. Sihe kotoro utadaraya. Siha kanata atita kararata. Kotoro orona hatura. Shiho kotoro ukanato uruhasha. Kasa akatita karate hita. Ahaka atitaha. Kishu hotoro urono hokoya. Hasha eata darkirena. Kotoro urona hatura arashahisota. Arakahasisa ata. Kasuhukuturu utuna ashira. Sihe kutora ata atiriarata. Nihokutara arakahasa. Iso ukuturu uchahanateka. Hatara arasikira. Isho hukuturu takariarata. Koturu urna hatatakaha. Isha hasaka asiso hota. Icha hatari irana hakera. Iso hukuturu urnata karata. Ni arata ata. Kisho hukuturu urnaha. Hisha atita karera. Iso hukuturu urnadirara. Yaka anata atata atara hoto. Hasho hotora aranakai. Iso hukudo. Ucho hurota arvorta hashisoka. Hatuto urho katanarvarati. Kutur urahanata harashi, akahochoro urko, husa hanata karatu hutura. Ishakatite kara, natoro ukuturu ushanahata karatata, ita ariarata karatita, nisa haka arhatita, konoto horoto uto, kishahatita arhata atita, hasu uturu ukanaturata, kichi ariarataha, katuru uruhu shoke ori, ishka hanata karate itura, kutaharartaki, shaya atarwa rashanaha, atutu uruhu kashirata atita, kushuhonotoro, ichkarata atitakara, hisa akatita harata achira, nohorota, kashihikaara arasana hakuta, hatutu urutu urshaha, konoto horota ata, ichahatata karati itara, hisho ututu utarara, ishahanata kari hisa atoto urututa, kashahanata karati itara, itoto utoro arshahanator, hutari arana, atukurashahea, hisotoro urhana, atakarata irharata hanataha, achkuruta atur harshahea ka arsisa, atutu urut urhashanuduraya, atakarataha, atur hakanaha wata, hisho utur utanata arheta, kita harata, isho honoto urutu ukocha, hasakata arheta katyuru, katura hanata aturu hukuchara haratkahi, asha hanata arata hatita, isha hukuturu urunahotu, husho huturu hushanata kahrata, itata arati kariyariata hatuta urushahanuta, isha hatata kahrati itara, kachihirata atisana, kuturu ukunata arhata karieto, kuturu ushana hakati diariara, nisa hatata kareta hatitu, kuturu uchahanata katahtita kara, hasu ushahanatu warahata, achihariarata, katuru ukunohuturu, atahatara arhashakuhaya, isa katara arsanetara, katita kararatihi, katuturu uhunato uruhutara, shihatata, atuhuroto kura, shaya atahti, taya akatanada karhatutorusha, atukurota atara arhatita hara, kahiaka asahanatu, huturu ukashaya kutara, nidi ariarata kahasuta, kashahkanata, iskanahatarar, nidi ariarata kuturu ursha, niarasa akatura, niarachu huturu utono, hisaka ashiarata, natutu, uchahatara arakanahateta, hasahakanahareto huturu urshanata ura, isohukutura altana, achuhutur urkanahatita, kitararar kehira, shiakana, atkuroto uhuto urhashaya, hisahakatarar nahiradata, kasahakasi ita, hishuhuturu urunahutur, kashuhutarar tikitura, ishkanahatata harharko, ashuhutura, kasanata katitikara, haturu ukunotu uruhutatarariti, nararatasa, Ashohotoro Ukoshaya Nihacha Ataharota Karota Neararsaha Arvokochoro Utukonororo Siha Katara Arasana Hirota Korota Niarataha Ishahakara Arakana Heto Ucho Horoto Urokadarshehi Iskanahatata Karata Ahito Hutoroto Arara Ishahanata Karate Hito Karata Kiso Kotoro Katuta Arata Hata Hiso Ukuchuru Takarata Dida Takaria Iskahanata Karati Hitukura Kashahakanata Ara Katita Karata Atutoro Urukuna Kitoruto Urutkasha Hatura Ayanahara Atuhutata Harashehikata Huturo O Tanata Karate Tara Ishkahara Rati Herara Atukorota Heta Achuhuroto Utura Nahatatati Asakahate Takarate Heta Harorasha Kaihekonoroto Utoro Hatu Tokorota Hara Ishkanahati Ariarata Hatu Horoto Hota Ishahatakarara Tikiteara Hoto Roto Horota Nirariara Shaha Kututo Unota Orota Atitakara Kicharanaha Isohotoro Urukunahatuta Isahakatata Itakarar Shahir Soho Katar Haratitna Kasahakatita Karata Atit Shihoko Toro Utokoronadara Itahata Rara Arhaneta Karasa Kahirka Arahanahe Sohuka Archihariarat Kahasuta Katitata Itoro Oroko Osha Atukoroto Uturo Utoro Oroshanata Uranda Kashaheka Katuro Uronata Urara Isahakatara Arahneto Karata Chiarata Karata Hitara Kasahakatita Arana Hutoro Okatara Arakana Hesi Kicha Atara Aranahatahi Arohokotoro Kashahiaka Atarhana Kisa Akashia Harsuta Niharat Kahia Toro Kotoro Haranaha Arakashahiaka Arasahana Isahakatari Ratakochoro Utonahatit Arvahashaya Ashakanahererati Kitiaryarata Ashkohuroto Utoro Hisahakahashiaranatudora Ishkanahatitkara Itoro Hurrata Anaha Kishahatata Rakarayeta Uchohoroto Ura Nirarakahasa Ishahaka Arihitoro Rukashawatu Nisahaka Shehe Itatara Itoro Ratakaha Kichata Aratihitora Kashahayaka Anara Sihakatara Anahakatita Ishahatara Arnahayakoto Hatupur Harshaha Sayaka Kashihikotora Nahatata Ichariariata Hatata Kashihukotoro Taurotakaryara Kashahiaka Asa Kitiariaranaha Kahiasa Katutoro Orana Ishahayatara Areta Kitahanata Atakarada Kichikarihara Tukushoyo Katura Nahatakara Ichahatata Atara Haya Kachita Hanat Kurotorsha Isahaka Ashayarata Katur Urnahatuta Hatara Rikashiara Iskana hatati araharuko. Katuru urunatukuta. Hisa akachi harata hata. Iso hukutorota arati. Kachahanata atara arakaheta. Ishohotoru oto noto aria. Kachaharita ata. Itohoruto urota harasha. Kiara hana aya. Kuturu utora anatuta. Kishata raratki. Kotoroto anahasa. Katutoro ukanata uraya. Katahatata ara. Ishahatatana ayekuhutoro. Usho okoro ranahayara. Katakarata. Ishkanahatakiriarataha. Hotorota araraka. Kotoro onahokata. Aturo hukotora harshanaha. Aturo oko oshanaha. Atukurata atitakara. Kunota hurutu urshaya. Itiariara nahagata. Kisohuturo utana. Itohorata atara harkahe. Kaihe kaanararati. Kutor hotara. Ishahanata karata eatora. Shaya ta tigerisanatura. Kutiariaratanana. Kasuhu kuturu atawara shahe kutura. Katudura hanahatita. Atur horakahasa. Achihariariata akana atara. Hiso okutotota. Nare harata kashi. Natakaharatitar. Kutor utanahakayaha. And a breath in for Aum. And let's take a few more breaths. And now we switch to the chant. Om, Ah, Hum. Nice and slow. And we'll start off with one Aying. And then chant Om, Ah, Hum 36 times. And then close out with one Aying. Siho Kotoro, Urahashasa, Aya, Atanananiariarata. And a breath in for Aying. Aying. And a breath in to chant. Om And a breath in for eyeing. when you are ready, Nioroto Uruto Urusha Natakutura Shahe Tukura, Niariaraka, Isohukuturu, Uta Arahanakiri. And when you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, invite in some gentle movements, maybe shrug your shoulders a little bit. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Congratulations, my friends. You have completed day number 2 of being. Blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing your grace. I'm going to change each of the words of the B, the E, the I, the N, and the G. Read the description if you want to click into more links. Yeah, I'm not quite in frame. You can't ever see when I do my left hand. Maybe I'll fix that tomorrow. I didn't want to overwhelm the fire. I encourage you to journal about whatever your experience is. What those thoughts that came in, if they came in. Whether you write yourself an email or you write with pen and paper in a journal. Whether you draw light codes, speak light language, make yourself an audio message, it does not matter. Anything that's going to help you in the future now. The only thing they were saying is just a little preview into tomorrow. Just a reminder that the imagery of Vishnu relaxing with his divine counterpart on Shisa, his serpent, Mount and dreaming into reality, into creation, all of his dreams. So as the ease to relax into our relaxing pose. And we can envision this Shisa, this king of or Adashisa, this serpent as our Kundalini. And interestingly, they told me, look at Chokurei when they were saying spiraling up the Great Pyramid. I'm going, okay, so how many times? Well, that's 3 and a little bit. And the Kundalini is wrapped around the Shiva Lingam in our root chakra, our dormant Kundalini, 3.5 times. So as we relax into our Kundalini, our spiritual path up through the chakras. That's all it is. They're all images. They're all images for us to live a more blissful existence. As we illuminate our true authentic selves, as we nurture our true authentic selves, as we nurture our bliss, as we nurture our glow, our grace, our growth. There are many G words. There are many I words. There are many N words. That's why I gave links in the description as to, can you find ones that you resonate with? Maybe comment on your favorites. Maybe I'll say them. Who knows? So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss, for sharing a breath, for chanting, or just meditating while I chanted, while I spoke light language. Shine on, as we all are just being this action state of the be. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Nahakati Ariarata.